Okay. This is forward batteries down here. Okay.
Okay. The house batteries.
House batteries. Aft is the engine battery and trolling battery back here.
Okay.
Okay. That means that when these are up, the solar panel charges both forward batteries and the engine batteries. Okay. As you can see, all three lights are on. While the motor's running, I do have a motor running. Right now it shows a green light, shows fully charged. It shuts this down completely.
Because the motor's running.
Because the motor's running and it's sensing that it's putting out 15 volts, so it's telling it to stop charging.
Okay.
And it's got a green light saying it's charged enough.
And before we go back there, which items are run off of which batteries?
Okay.
You mentioned yesterday.
All right. When it comes in, it charges forward batteries on, aft batteries on. Okay.
Right.
So,
I'm talking.
I'm sorry. The back batteries are directly wired to the instrument, running lights, masthead lights, and compass light is all off of the engine batteries. Everything else is house. Cabin light, shower pump is house batteries. That's how it's separated. I see what you mean. Okay. And then we have a battery switch, which is 1 and 2, which separates the two batteries. They are no longer tied together because it doesn't do you any good. All right? So you have a battery switch down there. When you're at sea, use one or the other. Don't use both at one time, unless, of course, it's charging or the engine's charging it. Okay? The same way with here. When we go up here, this is the primary for the engine. This one is your trolling battery. We have both. We're on both. Right now, the engine is charging both batteries. When that aft switch is on during the day, the solar is charging both batteries. When you're sitting at sea and your engine's not going and you no longer have any power source, switch over from one or the other battery here, so you always have one battery that's fresh in case something happens. Okay, so right now, since the engine's running, we're going to charge both.
Okay, and with the selector on 2, we're charging
battery number 2, which is the trolling battery. Okay, which can be removed when you go to use it. Put it back in line and put it on both when you're running the engine. This will allow you to keep your trolling motor charged when you're out at sea or in between islands or what have you.
And the positive wire, when you take that off, make sure that you don't have.
Keep it, yeah, to make sure that the two don't touch. Okay, so in other words, when we do this, obviously, when you take the cover off to take this battery out, okay, make sure this wire and this wire do not come together or contact with each other. Okay, so.
And would you be best off switching from both, making sure that you're on
I would, yeah. When you do that, that's the other thing. You want to make sure when you pull this battery out, make sure it's on one. Put it back on this one here. Okay. By doing that, you're eliminating any positive cable coming through here. If it's on both, this one here will be hot.
Okay.
So if you keep it on one, then this one will be dead. You can set it aside. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Simple as that, though.